All right, everybody, welcome to this week's video. I appreciate you tuning in. I am headed back towards Table Rock Lake, and I have a little something different this week for you. I'm excited to bring it to you, but I'm at that scenic overlook that we stopped at, I don't know, a month or so back. It was still winter, there was still ice and snow on the road. A couple of blue jays flying by there. That's pretty cool. But man, the water is up so high right now. The dam over there actually is releasing water. So that guy's circling me like I'm gonna be his dinner, but I'm not gonna let him. But you can see all the boats down there. This is Lake Taneycomo. And they just float backwards and they fish for trout. All sorts of different trout. I fished there when I was younger, but it's been a while. But it sure is beautiful. So as you can see, I got the e-bike loaded up, got the kayak loaded up, got all sorts of supplies in the back of the truck there. We're gonna have an awesome little dinner, kind of a self-created dinner version off of another famous dinner, but we're gonna put the Adventure Possible twist on it. I wanted to go over there and look off the overlook, but we got the redneck bus over there, so I don't know what that is, but we'll check that out too. So let's go over there and just kind of look over the edge and see what's going on. So also, I'm hoping I'm gonna knock on metal here, but I finally think that I have, through my new software for video editing, my new camera settings, I think I finally have found how to bring a decent video to you after all this time. So last week's video, I don't know what was going on there. When I played it back on the computer and watched it, it was fine. And then on YouTube, it was overlapping scenes and leaving off some of my music. I don't know what was going on, so I apologize for that for sure. And I'll try to do better. But when you're dealing with GoPros and batteries and software, things are bound to go wrong, and they do for me, so I'll try to do better. But this is just a cool overlook. Last time I did this, my camera settings were all messed up and everything was blurry, so I'm hoping I may have to edit my words out here. I don't think so, though. I think I got it now, so. All right, let's go check out the overlook. Let's check out this redneck bus, too. I've been around here a long time. I've never seen that thing. Redneck bus. Look at those horns. I'm hoping you can see it. Those guys are just down there. Well, maybe it's just one guy. No, there's two. They're just going with the current and fishing. One there. One there. Anyway, it's a beautiful overlook. Let's continue our adventure and see what we can see. The redneck bus tour. Where caviar meets the collard greens. I like it. Check that out if you want. I've never seen it before today. All right, I'll be back. All right, we've made it to camp. This week's adventure is in a platform tent. Stayed in one, I don't know, a couple years ago out at Howler Bike Park, and was super cool. And I've been seeing these the last couple years and wanted to get in one. So there's one there, one there, one there, and then another one over there. And then if you remember in my past videos, there's some yurts and some brand new nice ones too over in that part of the campground over there. So let me show you what we got going on. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'm winded because you'll see the paddle, the life jacket, and the fishing tackle box. I just took the kayak down there by the water. I'm gonna go fishing. I'll bring you some of that, and then we'll do an e-bike ride to show you. If you'll remember, last year and year before, they were doing tons of construction over there, and they have come a long way. I'll show you that in the marina. And then this is just a nice overall park. But check out the inside of our camp for tonight. So, ta-da! I brought a table, my Blackstone. I won't cook in here, but I'm keeping it in here for now. Got a charger, lithium battery, food prep. Stick around for that. You're gonna love the dinner this week. I already mentioned it once. Big comfy chair, table, speaker. Listen to some music later. And brought that big Cabela's cot, thick air mattress, and I think that's a 0-degree bag. I'll probably sleep on top of the covers tonight, but here's what it looks like. Super, super nice. There's the e-bike. We'll go on a ride here shortly. But anyway, that is camp. So I'm gonna go fish for a while, probably bring you some of that, and then we'll get on that e-bike and go for a ride. All right, thanks for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Well, it's been interesting already. I got everything down there, sat down in the kayak, and I was pushing off from shore, and my paddle, the end of my paddle broke in half. You know, and I was pushing off and all my weight was over here, so that caused me to tip over, and now I'm just soaked from here down. My phone was in my pocket. It stopped right there, so I'm soaked from there down. Oh well, now I guess I'm gonna run and get another paddle because I really wanted to fish out there. Oh well, maybe it's time for an e-bike ride. I don't know. Always an adventure. I've showed you the shower houses and restrooms previously. No need to do that again. Look at all the nice new RV pads, picnic tables, power. Man, they've made this nice. Camera.
That's me.
Hey, buddy. You reminds me of my guy.
You got one too, huh?
Well, I did. He lived to be 14, but his hips kind of started getting really bad.
He's 7. He'll be 8 in June.
Yeah.
So yeah,
far
we
he's
worry
done
about that too.
Yeah, I love shepherds. They're just beautiful. Yeah.
They are good dogs.
Yeah.
Neat bike.
Thank you.
It's electric.
Yeah.
We got an electric bike.
Yeah. It was a game changer for me, man. I've ridden bikes forever since I was a kid. The older I get, the sorer I got. So
Yeah.
thank goodness for the introduction of the e-bike.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, enjoy. There is always nice people at the campground. We're still working on it, finishing it up. Man, it's beautiful. Look down through there. Oh man. Yeah, this wind will dry my pants, socks and shoes. It's clouding up. There was a small chance of rain, but we'll see. Let's run down by the marina. It's always nice to see that. It's a pretty day. It's a calm day. I like the campgrounds that have marinas and big lakes with them, or just nice big campgrounds, because Missouri has them all and I like them all. It's just beautiful out there. Hello, buddy. I'm gonna run in that marina store. Maybe they sell kayak paddles. Well, they did not have a kayak paddle. That's alright. Maybe I wasn't meant to go kayaking. So if you guys remember, we were here back during the winter, and we were on this trail. We ran into some ice and stuff that hadn't melted off. The cool thing about Missouri parks is you can come 4 times a year to each season, and see something totally different. Lots of people, and not very many people. I've seen both. Let's head on over to this other campground right quick, and I may run up to that little store I was at earlier, see if they got a kayak paddle. But they're not trying to get highway robbery prices for them. I think views like this is why I love camping. I just love a good view. Check out that picnic table down there and that little fire pit. That'd be a great place to have a lunch. That one over there too. Man, this is nice. They're always taking care of the parks. And if you'll remember, this trail, about 3 more miles will take you up to the Bransonville and the dam at the Corps of Engineer hiking trails, and like a small museum in there, tourist information stuff. But it's beautiful. You could spend all day here on your bike going down to the water on all these different trails and just fishing. Having yourself a little shore lunch as well would not be hard at all. But you can see all the campgrounds up in the trees. I am going to run up to the store. See if I can find a bargain paddle. Thank you, buddy. was gonna get one, but they're $75. I can get one at Walmart less than that. All right, kayaking is out on this trip. Oh well, better luck next time. Do I need any new lures? No luck. Back to this trail. We'll ride it for a little bit longer. Then we'll start thinking about a delicious dinner. So there's some folks fishing down there. I might go back, get the poles and just go fishing. I won't bring you guys any of that because I am not a good fisherman. But I am a good cook. Wait till you see what we have for dinner. Right about here is where we hit that ice in that one video back in the winter. Time goes by so fast. Get outdoors and enjoy it. About that view. Right on. Fishing down there. I might go back, get the poles and just go fishing. I won't bring you guys any of that. I'm not a good fisherman. All right, chill for a little bit, then we'll figure out what we want to do next. Tell you what, let's go ahead and fly the drone so you can see an aerial of this campground, which is super nice. Got the drone down there on the bed of the truck. Let me get this hooked up. There's a lot of trees here, so it's going to be tough to maintain line of sight, but I can do it. I'm just not going to fly very far, so hang in there. Let me get this all set up and we'll go on a little drone flight of Table Rock Lake State Park. it's raining, but the temperature dropped and it's very pleasant. So it's just going to be on and off, nothing constant. So I started flying the drone, then I had to bring it back pretty quick because it started raining. So no biggie. I'll blend that video for you. 2 flights. It's super peaceful here. This tent is amazing. Get to Table Rock Lake State Park, get a tent on one of these landings. They are super cool. Alright, both of them lit on the first try. You saw this grill a couple videos ago. So what we're going to do is we're going to make homemade Philly cheesesteaks with stew meat. I don't know if it's going to be good or not. I just thought that it would be. So that'll get going. Brown that. I'm going to throw the veggies on there. We're going to let it all blend together. So then we're going to have them on these hoagie rolls that I got. So I got some good ingredients for them. So wish us luck. I'll be back after that's browning up. Alright, I believe that fire is going to go. Those are excellent matches. They act like a little piece of kindling in there. Like I said, a sparkler. I like them. Alright, that's browning up pretty good. Let's get these veggies on. I can hear thunder in the background, so I'm hoping I can get this dinner prepared. Alright, we're going to turn this. Alright, I've cut them so they will stay together. Let's check back here. Oh yeah. We need smell-o-vision. We need smell-o-vision. I'm gonna mix them. Alright, let's get that. Let me taste this. Yum. Alright, I'm turning this off. Oh, I got lost of that one. Oh, I lost a piece of meat there. Oh, kind of making a mess, aren't I? Put that in there. Let that sit there and melt. Get that piece of meat out of the cooler. Oh yeah, it tastes good. Then, you know it, just a little bit, just like this. Just a little bit. Oh, perfect. All right, I'm gonna let that cheese melt for a second. I'm gonna do a little cleanup here, and then we'll be chowing. Fire wants to keep going out on me. That'll get it going. All right, there's the finished product. You have to now fold it and mash and get it all in there without using a napkin. Those are my rules anyway. All right, I'm gonna take a bite. Uh-oh, Houston, we have a problem. Hold it together. I'm gonna take a bite. Here we go. It's 100% delicious. I just wanted the red pepper, green pepper, and onion with the smoked Gouda cheese and the roast or the stew meat to blend their flavors together, and they did. All right, I'm gonna chow down. Try it, give it a shot, and you won't regret it. I'll be back. All right, I've got everything kind of cleaned up. I finished about another half of that one, so got the grill cleaned up and got a little fire going now, as you can see. So, tell you what, huge thunderstorm rolling in over there, and it's just coming this way. So, not gonna last long. It's not that big a one, but I can hear the thunder and feel a few sprinkles right now. So, what I thought I might do is wrap up this dinner with this delicious apple pie from Walmart. I think they're $1, but they taste fantastic. And my wife likes the pecan pie. I like the apple pie, so that's going to be my dessert. But I want to talk a little bit about and give you some encouragement today, and some hope, hopefully, because there's crazy things going on in the world. We talk about it all the time, but in Psalm 62:5, and again, Life Application Bible, New International Version, 62:5, it says, "Find rest, O my soul, in God alone. My hope comes from Him. He alone is my rock and my salvation. He is my fortress, I will not be shaken. My salvation and my honor depend on God. He is my mighty rock, my refuge. Trust in Him at all times, O people. Pour out your hearts to Him, for God is our refuge." And then, in my A Daily Word for Men daily devotional, the title is Quiet. And it says, "I am standing in absolute stillness, silent before the one I love. waiting as long as it takes for him to rescue me. Only God is my Savior, and he will not fail me. Have you ever been by the water alone, where the waves gently lap the shore? It's where I'm at tonight, by the water. The wind is calm for now until that storm rolls in, and then there might be some waves lapping up on the shore. Or in the woods with a light breeze blowing, but not a sound otherwise. It's been quiet here, it's been peaceful, but there is yippy dogs over there and yippy dogs back there, but you still can't beat being right here. And I don't know if you can see it, but look down at that water. It's just like glass out there, and it's so calm. The smoke rising from the fire. I hear a couple doves. Out there doing their thing, and it's quiet and it's calm. Have you ever stood on a mountaintop and gazed out over the valley, not seeing anyone? These are places of real stillness and quiet. It's so silent that the sounds of the leaves rustling in a light breeze or the water rippling in a brook is heard. Sometimes you can find these moments of quiet in a cabin by the lake or park late at night. We rarely find them in our electronically stimulated homes that always seem to be abuzz. Conversely, these places are so still that you can hear your own breathing and your heart beating. God loves to be in those still, quiet places with you. Question for you today is, where do you find quiet to meet God? And have you ever tried it? If you haven't tried it, go off to a quiet place. Go out and start a fire in your backyard in a fire pit, and be still, be calm, be quiet. My regular job is nuts every day, and it tests me every day with temper, frustration, discouragement, all the negative things. But at the end of the day, when I find my quiet time and I go back here, which I need to keep practicing and finding those quiet times during the rough times. That's what I'm encouraging you to do today. Life is a giant thunderstorm happening all around us at all times. Get to the basement, find the quiet spot, open the Bible, ask God to guide you. If you've never done it, do it today. So I'm pretty sure I'm just going to wrap up the video here. Again, storm rolling in. Not going to be able to do anything later. I'm going to keep that fire going in case it stops. So I'll come out and sit by it later and listen to some music. But I'm going to enjoy this tent. I kind of miss the old truck tent today, but this is fun too. And there's a beautiful breeze, a cross breeze blowing through the windows of that thing, and it feels great in there. So I appreciate you tuning in. I hope you have a great week. I'll see you next week on the next adventure. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it.